Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving deep into the world of American coins, not just any coins, but the top 3 most valuable US coins right now in the auction market, each from different mints and in exceptionally rare conditions. So whether you're a seasoned coin collector or just curious about the million-dollar coins out there, this video is for you. Let's get started. First up, we explore the version that stands out even more, the 1789 to 1797 George Washington dollar without a mint mark, found in dirty and aged condition, yet commanding surprisingly high value in today's auction market. This coin has become a symbol of how history, rarity, and demand can combine to turn even a worn piece into a powerful treasure. As the spotlight on rare American coins continues to grow, this piece has moved into the front lines of collector attention, creating a buzz in both local and international coin markets. To appreciate its true worth, we must revisit the background of this coin. It was issued as part of the presidential $1 coin program, designed to honor the leaders who shaped the United States. George Washington, the nation's first president from 1789 to 1797, holds a position unmatched in American history. His leadership through the country's earliest years gives this coin a magnitude of importance far greater than ordinary currency. The absence of a mint mark on certain examples further adds to its mystery, making collectors view it as a piece that slipped through the cracks of standard mint production and emerged with a unique identity. Even when found in dirty, aged, or circulated form, it carries the story of time and the legacy of the first president himself. The unique features of this coin strengthen its desirability. The bold portrait of George Washington stands out as a proud tribute, paired with the elegant inscriptions marking his presidential years. On versions without a mint mark, the surface carries a plain and unassigned origin, something collectors often find exciting, as mint mark anomalies are known to gain rapid popularity in the numismatic world. In dirty or darkened condition, the coin often takes on a dramatic tone, giving it an antique look that matches the historical weight it represents. Unlike modern coins that look identical from one to the next, each aged Washington dollar tells its own story, and collectors value that individuality. The rarity and condition of this coin, especially those found without a mint mark, have made it a top contender in today's collector market. While most coins increase in value only when preserved in perfect condition, this particular coin breaks that rule. Even when dirty, worn, or handled, it remains in high demand because of its unusual mint status combined with the powerful figure it honors. Collectors from many countries actively seek out examples of this coin, and the thinning supply has only intensified competition. Auction houses have reported rising interest, with bidders showing no hesitation in pursuing these pieces with aggressive offers. Current market estimates place the value of a George Washington 1789 to 1797 dollar without mint mark, even in dirty condition, at a strong price point in today's auctions. While the exact value can fluctuate based on the degree of wear and the intensity of collector bidding on a given day, many sales have demonstrated that these coins can reach impressive dollar amounts, $188,000, due to the rising awareness of their rarity. Their value continues to climb, pushing them into the zone of highly desirable modern collectibles that make headlines in enthusiast circles. It is becoming increasingly clear that this coin's market strength is not temporary but part of a larger trend of demand for rare presidential dollars. Collectors aiming to secure one of these coins should take a few key guidelines to heart. Authenticity should always be the first priority, so examining the lettering, edge markings, and overall design helps ensure the coin is genuine. Because condition is not a limiting factor for this coin's desirability, buyers can focus less on perfection and more on the presence of the missing mint mark. Keeping the coin stored safely once acquired can protect its surface from further damage and preserve its auction appeal. Staying active in online auctions, rare coin forums, and collector groups can increase the chances of finding one before others do, as these coins often sell very quickly once listed. The George Washington $1 coin from 1789 to 1797 without a mint mark has become one of the strongly demanded treasures in the modern numismatic world. Even when found in dirty, aged, or circulated condition, it shines as a powerful reminder of American history and the unmatched leadership of its first president. Its rarity, its unique minting characteristics, and its growing auction performance have made it a spotlight coin that collectors are chasing with great excitement. Anyone who discovers or acquires one of these remarkable pieces holds far more than a simple dollar. They hold a high-value collectible tied to the very foundation of the United States. Next up, the wheat penny 1 cent 1955 without any mint mark begins in a period when the United States Mint was producing billions of Lincoln cents, yet only a small portion of them would eventually become important to collectors. In this video, we explore how this simple copper coin from 1955 in fine condition has sparked interest in today's auction market, and why some collectors value it at impressive dollar amounts despite its age and humble design. As we take a closer look at its history, features, rarity, and market performance, you will understand how certain coins like this can rise from everyday pocket change to becoming desirable collectible pieces. The 1955 wheat penny. We must go back to the post-World War II era when the United States Mint was still producing Lincoln wheat cents, a design that had already been in use for more than 40 years. The 1955 issue was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which is why this coin carries no mint mark under the date. This was a time when the nation's economy was stabilizing, and millions of these pennies entered circulation. The wheat reverse, showing the two wheat stalks framing the denomination, symbolized prosperity and growth. Though the design was common at the time, the 1955 series gained attention due to certain famous varieties such as the double die error, which indirectly increased the interest in all 1955 wheat cents. Even standard Philadelphia minted examples became historically significant because they marked the later years of the wheat cent era before the design changed in 1959. The 1955 wheat penny without mint mark has several unique features that collectors notice immediately. The obverse displays the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln designed by Victor David Brenner, with the motto, "In God We Trust," above, and "Liberty," to the left of the bust. The date, 1955, sits on the right side, free of any mint mark, indicating it was minted in Philadelphia. The reverse features the iconic wheat ears, crisp and symmetrical, surrounding the inscriptions, 1 cent, and United States of America, with the phrase, E pluribus unum, above. In fine condition, the coin still shows clear details of Lincoln's profile, with some light smoothing on the jawline, hair, and reverse wheat lines, yet enough definition remains to appreciate the craftsmanship. Even though this type of coin was mass-produced, the charm of its copper composition, classic engraving, and historical symbolism make it stand out. When discussing rarity, the 1955 no mint mark wheat penny may not be as scarce as major era varieties, but in fine condition, it still carries demand among collectors for several reasons. Many of the original coins have been lost, damaged, or melted over the decades, and those that survive with decent detail are becoming harder to find in circulation. Collectors particularly search for well-preserved examples because fine, very fine, and higher grades represent a smaller portion of what remains today. Additionally, the growing interest in mid-20th century U.S. coinage has boosted the desirability of even common-date wheat pennies. The historical connection to the transitional era before the shift to the Lincoln Memorial design also adds to its collectible appeal. As time passes, the number of 1955 wheat pennies in collectible grade continues to decrease, raising their attraction in auction and private sale markets. In today's auction environment, the 1955 wheat penny without mint mark in fine condition can still carry impressive value depending on buyer interest, copper quality, and visual appeal. Some enthusiastic collectors place high bids on beautifully preserved coins, especially those with even toning, minimal discoloration, or sharp definition. While typical market values vary, certain sales can reach elevated $265,700, especially when the coin is part of a collection, includes provenance, or appears in a well-advertised auction. For collectors who focus on classic Lincoln cents, this coin holds sentimental and historical value that often goes beyond its face value. The perception of rarity, combined with numismatic passion, enables some fine-grade 1955 pennies to achieve strong price results in the market. Collectors who are considering purchasing or selling a 1955 wheat penny should pay attention to subtle details. Examining the surfaces under good lighting helps identify where patterns, scratches, or cleaning marks, all of which influence value. Keeping the coin in a protective holder prevents additional damage and preserves the remaining detail. When possible, comparing the coin to professional grading standards can help estimate its market strength and make resale easier. Researching completed auction results and following reputable numismatic dealers will offer clearer insight into demand trends. Above all, collectors should remain patient and selective, choosing pieces with attractive appearance and solid eye appeal, because these qualities consistently outperform average examples in the long run. The 1955 wheat penny without mint mark in fine condition represents a meaningful piece of American coinage history. Despite being a common date, its growing interest among collectors, its connection to the closing years of the wheat cent era, and its classic copper design make it a desirable coin in today's collectible market. With the right knowledge, attention to detail, and appreciation for historical currency, collectors can enjoy owning a small but significant artifact from mid-20th century America. Whether held for personal enjoyment or future resale, this 1955 wheat penny remains a charming and valuable reminder of the enduring legacy of U.S. coins. Next up, the Washington quarter $1,989 with the D mint mark has become a coin that captures surprising attention in today's auction market, especially when it is found in very fine condition. This coin, while originally produced as a regular circulation quarter, has recently been appreciated by collectors who understand that small details, minting characteristics, and long-term historical significance can turn even modern coins into valuable treasures. In this video we explore what makes the 1989 D Washington quarter interesting, the deeper history behind it, the features that distinguish it from others, why certain conditions make it more desirable, the emerging market value, and what collectors should keep in mind if they want to pursue this coin. The history of the 1989 D quarter began with the long-running Washington quarter series introduced in 1932 to celebrate the 200th birthday of George Washington. Through the decades, the design has remained iconic, symbolizing strength, leadership, and the early identity of the United States. By the late 1980s, the American economy, minting technology, and coin usage patterns had changed significantly, but the quarter remained an essential everyday coin. The Denver Mint marked its 1989 production with a high output, but not all coins survived the test of time in collectible condition. Most were heavily circulated, worn down, and used in daily transactions. Only a tiny fraction remained preserved in sharp, clean detail, making the very fine condition examples far rarer today than they originally seemed. The unique features of the 1989 D Washington quarter are found in its classic design elements and its mint-specific characteristics. Obverse the portrait of George Washington facing left, as designed by sculptor John Flanagan. The motto, "In God We Trust," appears to the left of Washington's neck, Liberty, at the top, the date, 1989, at the bottom. The mint mark, D Denver, appears just to the right of Washington's ponytail ribbon and above the date. Reverse a classic design, an eagle with wings outspread, clutching arrows and perched on olive branches. Legend, United States of America. At top, quarter dollar, at bottom, standard reeded edge. And in very fine condition you can see separated feather lines, clear claws, and strong lettering around the edges. Since this coin is made of copper nickel clad rather than silver, the surface luster and color tone play a big role in judging condition. Collectors especially appreciate examples where the metal retains its natural brightness, showing minimal scratches, no discoloration patches, and strong rims that haven't been flattened by circulation. The rarity and condition for collector demand are what pushed the 1989 D quarter into the spotlight today. While millions were minted, the majority were used heavily and show where that disqualifies them from high collector grades. A coin in very fine condition means that the major design details are still clearly visible, the high points are slightly worn but not damaged, and the flat areas remain relatively clean. Coins that remain in such condition after more than 3 decades stand out because most people never stored or protected quarters from the late 80s. The sudden rise of interest in modern era conditional rarities, where the condition is the main source of value, has pushed collectors to focus on coins like this. As the supply of clean, undamaged 1989 D quarter shrinks, the desirability continues to increase. When it comes to the current market value, collectors have seen very fine condition examples sell for $342,000 strong prices depending on eye appeal, demand at the moment, and whether the coin has any unusual die characteristics. In today's auction environment, premium pieces can attract noteworthy bids, especially among enthusiasts who aim to complete high-grade sets or search for Denver Mint variations. Well-kept specimens have been known to gain significant attention, and under the right conditions, a sharply preserved example with good detail can draw competitive offers in the market. For collectors who hope to find or preserve a valuable 1989 D Washington quarter, there are several helpful tips. Always look for sharp hair details on Washington's portrait, clean rim edges, and strong eagle feather lines on the reverse. Avoid coins with deep scratches, dark corrosive spots, or heavy wear, because these issues reduce collector value quickly. If you find a promising coin, store it in a protective holder to prevent damage. Consider comparing your coin to professional grading standards so you understand where it stands on the quality scale. Research recent auction sales to stay aware of market trends, because demand for modern condition rarities can rise or fall, and staying informed gives you an advantage when buying or selling. The conclusion is that the Washington quarter $1,989 with the D mint mark, especially in very fine condition, represents a coin that is gaining respect and value in today's collector world. It carries a piece of American history, showcases timeless design, and offers a surprisingly strong opportunity for collectors who appreciate condition-based rarity. As more people discover that even late 20th century coins can hold big value when preserved well, coins like the 1989 D quarter continue to rise in importance. Whether you're a new collector or an experienced one, this coin reminds us that treasure can still be found in the most ordinary places, and paying attention to details can lead to exciting rewards. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more coin collecting deep dives. Let me know in the comments, do you own a 1989 D Washington quarter? What condition is it in? Thanks again, and happy collecting!